Hello and welcome to Belgian Diecast Restorations. My name is Johan and this is a 1/60 scale Simca 1100 issued by Majorette between 1975 and 1979. There were at least 3 versions of this car, including a black police version and a green metallic version. This metallic blue Simca is the more common type. As a kid I had the blue and the black one. I still have mine, but they are missing the trunk lids and the window pieces, so they are in the parts bin for now. This car came in a lot from eBay and is a prime candidate for restoration. The most prominent features of this model are the opening trunk and the clear headlights. The model is very playworn with the paint flaking and dull and scratch windows, but luckily no cracks. This model is held by only one rivet in the base. I carefully drill it out until the base is ready to come off. Now I can remove the interior and the window piece that also incorporates the headlights. The plastic of the headlights has become brittle over time and one of the lights breaks off between my fingers. Also, the dashboard has broken off from the interior, so that needs to be glued back on. The wheels, axles and suspension are very rusty. Notice the patented Majorette suspension with a U-formed spring that bends around the car. These 3mm beacons are the perfect scale to replace the headlights. They just need a bit of trimming in the rear. I'll leave a link to the beacons in the description. I'll fix these headlights later in the video. As I try the new headlights, I notice that there's a bend in the front side. It's not much and a few taps with the hammer straightens it out. Now it's time to strip the paint. I put the metal body in a jar of boiling water and add 2 tablespoons of caustic soda. After about 10 minutes the paint has come off. I remove the stripped model from the caustic soda and transfer it to a bowl with lukewarm water. I think we can agree that we have near 100% paint removal here. Notice the transparent paint strips. Apparently the metallic paint was a clear coat sprayed onto the bare metal. When the model has cooled and dried, it just needs a polish with the wire brush. I also polished the bottom plate with the grille and the tail lights. Then I drill a pilot hole in the rivet post, using a 1.5mm drill and some masking tape to mark the depth of the screws on the drill. Then I tap a 2mm screw thread. To prepare the model for priming, I use isopropyl alcohol to remove any grease or dirt from the casting. The model is primed with white Vallejo Hobby Paint, a primer and matte paint combination that gives a very good covering without losing any of the details. While the primer sets, let's address the plastic parts. The window unit is sanded with 1200 and 2000 grit sandpaper, then polished with polishing compound for car headlights. The headlights are beyond polishing. They are pitted and brittle, and one broke off when removing the window piece from the model. The new headlights are small 3mm beacons from Gemini model cars in France. I cut the beacons to the right length. As I'm cutting, I use a piece of cloth to avoid the beacon jumping away into another dimension. I cut off the old headlights, leaving just the base. The new headlights are attached with super glue. I glue the dashboard back to the interior using super glue and baking soda for extra strength. I won't be reusing these axles and cut them to remove the wheels. I cut new 0.5mm brass rods to the right length. The wheels are cleaned until they are shiny again and the rims get the coat of Molotov chrome. The holes of the wheels have worn over time. I'm trying something new here. I fill the holes of the wheels with Milliput, a 2-component epoxy putty, and before it dries I run the axles through. This creates a narrower shaft. Then they are attached to the axles, and to keep the wheels from falling off, I crimp the ends of the axles with pliers. Finally, the suspension spring is locked in place, completing the bottom plate. Once the primer has dried, the body is sprayed with 2 coats of Motif metallic blue, which I regret. The Motif metallic automotive paints are extremely shiny, close to a chrome finish. They are good quality paints, but I don't want this finish for the car. So it's back into the caustic soda. After priming, this time I used Tamiya TS19 metallic blue. Although a bit darker, it gives a more subtle metallic effect I'm after. I seal the paint with Vallejo acrylic gloss varnish. Now it's time to put the car back together. I put the windscreen in place, then the interior and the dashboard. The assembled bottom plate is attached and fastened with the screw. And that's another one for the books. This Simca looks fresh again, and the new headlights really bring out the character of this model. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tick that notification bell. More restorations are coming up. See you in the next video.